Hey everyone, Kristen from Premier Fitness. Today we'll be doing a chest workout. Now for those of you who don't like push-ups, this is a push-up free workout. So you won't need to be doing any push-ups, anything like that. You will need a little bit of equipment, some kind of weight. If you have dumbbells, that's great. If not, you can use a jug of water. That's what I'll be using for this whole workout. I've got mine about halfway filled. Before you get started, double check the cap's on extra good. All right, so we'll be doing 5 rounds of 3 different exercises for chest. We'll have a rest in between. I'll show you the exercises right after the warm-up. So let's just get right into the warm-up, then we can do the exercises. It will be timed. I'll be timing it on my phone, so if you hear some beeps, that's what it is. It'll beep in the last 3 seconds of every exercise or every rest, so you'll know when it's coming up to the end. All right, let's get started on a warm-up. So we're going to start with some wide arm rotations. I'm going to start backwards. If you like to do your arms individually, you can do that instead of both at the same time. I'll be doing both my arms and then do them individually as well. So now let's switch to forward. Try to do nice wide circles if you can. If you can't, just do the best that you're able to do. All right, now let's do individual arms. I'm going to start with my right arm, going backward. I'll do about 4 this way, and then 4 forward, and then switch to the same thing on my left arm. All right, left arm. And switch. All right, this next one is a little bit weird, but just follow through with me. So you're gonna have your hands out like this. You can keep them palms both facing down at the same time, both facing up at the same time if you'd like. I like to have one facing down, one palm facing up, and just rotate back and forth. Just keep doing that. Keep your arms out straight. Feel it right here a little bit in your shoulders. This is good for that rotator cuff. Next, we'll be doing a chest opening stretch. So stretching that chest out before we get started. All right, relax your arms real quick. You're gonna bring your arms up over your head. Rest your hands in the back of your head. Don't push on your head, just relax them there. And you're just gonna push your elbows back. So this is where my arms naturally stop. And that's pushing my elbows back, opening up the chest. Try to keep it a little more dynamic though. So elbows in like this, push them back, then relax again. Repeat this just a few times. We got one more warm up to go through and then we'll start. All right, so it's kind of like a press motion. You're gonna have your arms out, your sides, straight out, and you're just gonna bring them in, touch your hands together, and squeeze when your hands come together, and back out. And again, we'll just do this a few times. So let's do this 3 more times. Make sure you're squeezing, tensing those muscles when your hands come together. All right? All right. Take a drink of your water if you need to. All right, so we've got a timed workout. It's going to be floor press. We're going to do chest flies, and we're going to do another form of presses, a Sven press. So I'll be doing this one arm at a time. I'll show you that when we get to each one. We're always going to start with the right arm. So the floor press, we'll start with the right arm, 30 seconds, then go to left arm, 30 seconds. Then we'll do our chest flies. Start with the right arm, 30 seconds, left arm, 30 seconds, and then we'll do our press, which will just have the weight in between our hands like this. And we'll do that for 40 seconds, and then we'll get a rest. All right? So let's get started. I'll give you details on the workouts as we go. So we're starting with the floor press. So you're just going to make sure your cap's on, hold your weight, and you're just going to push up with that one arm, bring it down nice and slow. Try to control the movement. It can be a little awkward at first, especially if you're using the water jug, feeling the water swishing around. Try not to let your arm go out like this. You want to keep it at a right angle and just push straight up. All right, so now we switch to our left. We've got a couple seconds in between to give you time to switch. All right, and start. It's the same thing. Try to keep your arm at the right angle when you're at the bottom of the movement and push up. And you don't want to lock your arm out when you're at the top of the movement. Don't lock out. Keep a little slight bend in your arm. This movement right here is why I said to make sure the cap is on your water jug. If you're using a water jug, you wouldn't want it to be spilling all over you. All right, get ready to switch to chest flies. Those will be standing up. If you'd like to do them kneeling, you can. I'll be doing them standing. So you're gonna have a slight bend in your arm. Arm will be at your side. Hold the weight, bring it up to about shoulder level, and then back down. Nice and controlled movement. Try to hold it for a second at the top of this movement. Feel it in this muscle right here when you come up. Tense that muscle and let down. You can rest your arm that you're not moving with wherever. I usually rest it like this. Come up and let down. All right, now you got a second to switch to your other hand and start. Hold it for a second. Let it down nice and controlled. Keep that bend in your arm through the whole movement, but try not to change that bend. So you don't want to be curling it up with your arm. You want to keep the same angle. Just bring it up, move with your chest, right there. Hold it for a second and let it down nice and slow. All right, now get ready to switch to the other presses. So you're gonna hold the weight in between your hands, fingertips facing away from you. So you're gonna start with the weight against your chest, and you're gonna push out and squeeze at the end of the movement. So just like this, against your chest, push out, and try to squeeze together when you're at the outward part of the movement. If you need to adjust your weight in between your hands, it's perfectly fine. Almost done, then we get a rest. All right, 35-second rest. And then we got 4 more rounds of those 3 exercises. Take a drink of your water if you need to. You can sit down during these rests. You can just keep standing and wait. You could do some light dynamic stretches, keep a little movement going if you'd like, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Just rest however you need to. You don't need to worry about keeping your heart rate up or anything for this workout. Let's get ready to start those floor presses again. So you're going to sit down on the floor. Starting with that right arm. Try to make sure you're only moving with this side of your body. Keep your torso, your feet, everything stable. All right, get ready to switch to that left arm. And start. Same as the right side, only move with your right arm. Push up. Try to keep all of this nice and stable. You may feel this in your core just a little bit as well, if you're focusing more on keeping yourself from turning side to side, especially if you do this on a bench. All right, now get ready to do those chest flies. I'll show you them kneeling if you'd like, so you don't have to move so much. So you would just sit on your knees on the floor, have that bend in your arm, bring it up, let it down nice and controlled. 15 more seconds of this, and then we'll switch to the left arm. Keep your neck relaxed as you're going through all these movements. Don't strain your neck too much. Get ready to switch to the left arm. All right, and start. And try not to swing it too far away from your body. Don't go like this. You want to keep it pretty close to you. Just bring it right across. So just like that. Try to hold it for a second at the top of the movement. All right. Now get ready for the press. Weight between your hands, fingers facing away from you. And press out, squeeze together. If you need to curve your fingers in to hold onto the weight better, that's fine. All right. Make sure you're breathing through this movement. Try to breathe out as you're pushing the weight away from you. Almost done. All right, into another rest. Relax wherever you need to. Only got 3 more rounds of this to go. Now once we're done with these 3 exercises, we'll do some tricep dips on the floor. I'll show you how to do those when we get to it. We'll just do 3 rounds of the tricep dips. All right, let's get ready to start that floor press. Once again, we're starting on the right arm. I'll sit this way so you can get another angle of it. So you can see I'm just sitting with my legs bent. If you'd rather have them flat out, you can, but this helps more balance and maintaining stability during the movement. Now, if your form isn't absolutely perfect, of course you always want to strive for the best form, but you can try lightening the weight so you can protect your form, which is really easy to do with this water jug. You can just dump some water out, come back, and see if that helps you. It could also just be because it's a little awkward of a movement at first if you've never done it before. So just try your best. Now we're almost done with this, and we'll switch to the chest flies. All right. Stand up or sit on your knees if that's what you prefer. All right. Starting with that right arm. Nice and controlled movement. Stand nice and tall, strong and stable. Natural arc in your back, neck relaxed. Now you can come up to the top of the movement faster once you're used to the form and the movement, but always maintain the letting it down slow. Switching to our left arm now. So like I was saying, just like this, you can come up faster, but keep letting it down slow. And you wouldn't want to move too fast if this is your first time trying this exercise. If you're not familiar with it, take it slow, use a lighter weight, and get used to it at first. Almost done, and then we've got our presses. All right, get ready for the presses. Weight in between your hands. All right, and start. Breathe out as you push away from you. Same with chest flies, just natural arc in your back. Stand nice and tall, nice and stable. Squeeze together when you push out. It's the most important part. Keep your mind on the muscles you're working, and you'll feel it more. be aware of the exercise you're doing. Try your best to focus on that. Almost done, we gotta rest. All right. Almost done. Should have a couple more rounds. 20 more seconds of a rest. Take deep breaths if you need to, stretch it out a little bit. If these exercises aren't difficult enough for you, you can add more weight. Fill up the water jug all the way. If you have dumbbells, use heavier dumbbells. Right? Let's start those floor presses with that right arm. I know it can be hard to do these if you're using the water jug with the water moving around. So another thing that I find helpful is try to keep the water a little more steady, less movement in the water, which is hard to do if you're pushing up quickly. But if you like to move slow for the whole movement, it's perfect for you. So just think of more holding this straight, nice and level. So you're not twisting it this and that way. And that's much better for your wrist as well, because you don't want your wrist forward or backwards or sideways, because that could injure it. Always have it straight up. All right, let's get ready for those flies. And start, again with that right arm. Another movement, breathe out as you're bringing the weight up. All right, now let's switch to the left arm and start. Almost done. All right, then we got our presses. Get ready for those and start. You can see my arms are about parallel, level with the floor. So they're not down like this or up too high to hurt your elbows, possibly your shoulders. Just keep them nice and straight. Just like this. And push it out, squeeze together, bring it in, tap your chest, push it out, squeeze together, and repeat. Breathe in when you bring the weight in, breathe out when you push the weight out. We're almost done, we're almost to the rest. All right? Almost done with these exercises, and we'll move into tricep dips, and that's all. We'll get some cool down stretches after we do our tricep dips. Okay. All right, stretch out if you need to. Get ready for those floor presses, right arm. Try to let it down nice and slow, control that movement. Try to keep your arm straight. Don't have it into your sides too much or above your head or anything. All right, get ready to switch to your left arm. All right, up, nice and slow. Let down nice and slow. You can push up quickly if you'd like, as long as you're not locking those arms out at the top of your movement. All right, get ready for those chest flies coming up. All right, start with that right arm. Hold it for a second, let it down. This is our last round, so really try to push yourself, keep moving. Last round for these 3 exercises. Bring it up, hold it for a second, feel it in this muscle right here, and let it down. Five more seconds, then we switch to our left arm. All right, ready to switch to your left arm? And start. Bring it up, hold it for a second, let it down, nice and controlled. Try to keep the rest of your body stable. Ten more seconds, keep going. All right, now we've got our last round of these presses. 40 seconds, let's go. Push out, squeeze together. Breathe through the movement, keep going. Tense those muscles as you're going. Same with our other movements. You don't want to be locking your arms out at the end of this one. Be just short of that. Keep your muscles tense though. Almost done. All right. Try to get a bit of a rest. And then we've got tricep dips on the floor. So let me show you those as you're resting. So keep resting. I'll show you how to do these. So you're going to have your feet, your butt, and your hands on the floor. Fingertips will be facing your body. Don't have your arms too far away from you, too close. Just like this, just slightly angled out. You're going to lift off the floor, so only your feet and your hands touching the floor. You're going to bend your arms and push back up. Try not to lock your arms out, stop the movement, be just short of that. Just going to push up like that. If that's too hard for you to do, you could have a smaller range of motion. Don't lift off the floor quite as much. You could also rest on the floor briefly for each rep. So just like this, come down, rest for a second, and then restart. Make sure you're not moving with the rest of your body though. Make sure you're moving with your arms, with your triceps. So we'll do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, so get ready to start those. All right, fingertips facing your body, lift off the floor, bend with your elbows. If it's more comfortable for you to be lower and not lift it up so high, that's fine. Just as long as you try to keep your body relatively in place. Almost done with this round. All right, 30-second rest. Now another thing you want to be aware of during these is don't let your elbows flare out like this. Have them just about straight. They'll angle out a little bit, but not too much. Remember not to lock them out either. All right, 5 seconds left of our rest. Get ready to start. We've only got 2 more rounds of these and then we're done. All right, lift off the floor. Push back up. Now, like I said, if these are too hard or you need a bit of a rest, you can do these like this and push back up. Just be careful with this one that you're not pushing up with your body as opposed to with your arms. All right, last 30-second rest. Drink some water if you need to. 20 more seconds. And then we got one more round, 30 seconds of tricep dips on the floor. And we'll go into some cool down stretches and that'll be all. All right, 5 seconds, get ready. All right, lift off that floor. Remember, be just short of locking out. So don't lock out, just like this. These can be a little tricky to get the hang of if you haven't done them before. And notice your fingers kind of come off the floor. They're not in contact with the floor the whole time. All right, that's it for our main workout. Let's get into some cool downs and that'll be all. So loosen up real quick with some arm rotations. You don't have to worry so much if it's that wide circles. You can switch forward, backwards. Just loosen up your arms a little bit. All right, now let's do an overhead tricep stretch. So we're going to start with our right arm, bring your arms overhead, bend that right arm, grab onto your right elbow with your left hand, and you're just going to gently pull on it to give it a deeper stretch. So this is where my arm naturally stops, and then I'm pulling just a slight bit with my other arm. Don't force it too much, just a little bit, deepen that stretch. You're going to have to move your head forward just a little bit, but try not to strain your neck during that. Just enough so your arms can get by. All right, now let's do our left side. Left arm up. Grab it with your right hand. Back just a little bit, stretch it. Hold it there for just a few seconds. Keep breathing as you do this. And relax, bring your arms out to the side. And let's do that one more time for each arm. So let's do our right arm again. Hold it for a few seconds. All right. Bring your arms down nice and loose. And now back up to the left arm. All right, now we're going to do a cross-body arm stretch. So bring your right arm straight across your body. Left arm or your left hand, pull it back just a little bit. Again, don't force it too much. This is where mine naturally stops. Hold it with my left, pull it back just a little bit. Hold it. Keep breathing. And release. Same thing with the left arm now. Bring it across, pull it just a bit. With your right, hold it. And let's repeat that again on each arm one time. So right arm, nice and loose, and left arm. All right. Now we're going to do that chest opening stretch again, but we're going to hold it this time. So arms up, hands behind your head. Just relax your hands there, don't press on your head at all. And you're going to bring your elbows back. So just like this, bring your elbows back. Hold it, try to really feel that stretch. You can lean back into it just a little bit. Keep breathing, try to hold that stretch. And relax, and then repeat that one more time. So Bring your elbows back, lean back just a little bit. Try to make sure you're keeping your elbows back. So don't go in like that, hold them back. All right. Loosen up your arms a little bit more. Now we're going to do that press motion again. So you're going to bring your arms out straight at your sides, out like this, and you're just going to bring them together, bring those hands together, tense those muscles just a little bit, and then nice and loose. You can kind of swing your arms back a little bit more if you'd like. You're going to be feeling this in your back a little bit as well. All right. That's all for cool down stretches. If you'd like to just shake your arms out a little bit, get nice and loose, you can. Don't forget to like Ashtabula County Medical Center on our Facebook page. And also next month, we'll be having a walk with a dog at Lakeshore Park, if you'd be interested in that. We've also got flyers for that here all around Premier Fitness if you'd like to check it out, more details. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you liked it.